I just bought a motorcycle from bikesandbeardsgear.com. Guys, I am not even kidding when I say this thing is literally fresh off the truck. I literally just got home from work and this thing was sitting in my driveway. I got a call from the delivery driver right around 2 o'clock and he was like, "Bud, she's here." And I said, "Fire me up, put it in the driveway." So luckily I got home just in time because right when I got home it started raining, but thankfully it let up right away. So anyway, what do we got here? I was watching a Bikes and Beards video, as one does, and he was saying, "Guys, I got a bunch of these Lifan motorcycles at a decent deal, decent warranty, and I'm going to offer them to you for $3,500. Is it a good deal? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't own Chinese motorcycles. I'm not a big Chinese motorcycle enthusiast, but ever since I started buying Janus motorcycles and working with Chinese engines and realizing that they're actually not that bad, I figured we're going to give this thing a crack. I've always wanted a cafe racer. I've liked cafe racers for the last 10 years before I even started riding. So this thing is going to be sweet. Let's go ahead and get it unboxed and let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. Because I mean, I don't know anything about these motorcycles at all. As like I already said, it's a cafe racer. I already kind of mentioned that. But I got a dull knife, and I got hopes and dreams. I'm very excited for this, mind you. Very excited for this. I've been waiting for this puppy. Quick shipping. I mean, thanks to Sean and the boys for the quick shipping. Oh yeah, this thing's already looking pretty sweet. Check this out. Oh yeah. It's all wrapped up now, but we'll get into it. You can kind of see the taillight a little bit. See, pull this up. Maybe not. Oh, dude, look at that. So I ordered it in gray. You could get it in either gray or black. And I got the gray one because I thought the gray one looked kind of cool. Oh, it's got the brown leather seat too. I was hoping that would come with that. So yeah, you got a nice alloy wheels, big thick disc on there. As far as I know, this thing's got ABS too. So I mean, this thing's pretty sweet. I gotta leave that on there. The made in China on the back. That is super freaking comical. Of course, now it's starting to rain, so I might have to roll it in the garage really quick and we'll continue looking at it. Luckily, I got it on this handy dolly so we can move it around. It did not come on the dolly. I had to use a floor jack to jack it up onto here. There we go. Put some lights on. Apologize for my neighbors there. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. Hey, no street racing! Ah, that's out here! These kids. Oh, man. I am so excited for this. This is going to be so cool. I'm a little nervous because I'm not used to Chinese motorcycles, but I'm used to motorcycles with significant Chinese components. So, how much different can this really be? Let's be honest. Let's just get off there now. Got a lot of cardboard to burn. Look at that, guys. I mean, come on. I'm not 100% sure if I got a good deal because I went on VenomMotorsports.com and I looked at the exact same model that they're selling on there, and they were asking like a couple $100 less. But as what Sean said in the ad, he was kind of saying that you have to pay tariffs on these, and I guess this is a pre-tariff bike. So I didn't have to pay tariffs on this thing because it was already in the States before the law went into effect. So I'm going to probably put a link to the video that he did in the description, just so you can go watch that and kind of understand the backstory behind this thing a little bit. But let's get some of this wrapping off. I'm really excited to see what it looks like. It's also starting to rain more, which sucks. Ah, yes, but you do not need a dry day to unbox a motorcycle. Nope. Probably going to have to unbolt a lot of this. I've never done this before. This is my first time having something like this shipped to my house. I'm a little scared, I'm not going to lie. So, okay, there's something inside here. I don't want to pry on that too much. Probably grab a knife or something like that too to, yeah, I don't know. Oh my Lanta. Yeah, that's going to be dope. That is going to be so freaking cool. Holy crap. It's actually kind of, I mean, it's about the size I was expecting. I guess I don't know what I was expecting. I'm 6'2", so I'm curious to know what this is going to be like. Hey, it's got the handlebars already on it. That's kind of a welcome little treat there. Oh, yeah. It's wrapped really nicely. I will admit this whole thing is packaged like super well. But I would imagine, you know, Sean from Bikes and Beards probably is going to set a guy up, you know. I mean, well, rain's starting to come down pretty good now. Where's that hooked into? Right there? Yeah. I probably got this thing wrapped about 17 different ways. Come on, hats. Okay, cool. So I got that undone. Not a lot of room in here to work with. I'm putting tires on the Scout, so that's why there's kind of a mess in here right now. Okay. Now, there's something over here. I don't want to pry on that too much. Dig into this a little bit more. This is freaking sweet, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of, like, fired up right now. I'm like, I was like, do I do a video on it? Do I do a video on me, like, pulling out of the box? And I'm just like, guys, does a bear shit in the woods? Oh, yeah. All right, so I finally freed this piece. I'm assuming what this is I'm assuming that this is like a back cone. Yeah, this is like a piece of plastic here. Probably should be pretty careful with it. I'm assuming that this is like a back cone that goes over the rear seat, maybe? So like if you want to put this on, or maybe you're supposed to put it on? I don't know. I'll set this off to the side though, somewhere where it's not going to get messed up. And yeah, look at that. So this is called the Lifan KPM RS 99. Not sure what that means, but I mean, this thing's packaged pretty nice. I will say this thing is really cool looking. Look at that. Oh, fellas. I'm going to wait to pull the plastic until I get the frame off of it, just in case I accidentally bump into it or something. But, yeah, I think that's where we'll go next. I think we'll start by pulling the frame off of it, and we'll get it jacked up, maybe, and on the front wheel. But, I mean, I'm impressed so far. It's pretty cool. These things I got pretty good reviews, too. I wouldn't just buy something just because Sean from SRK or Bikes and Beards or whatever is selling it. Like, I did research. I was like, let's take a look at this thing properly before we really dive in. So, get a little mark on the seat there. Maybe something fell on it. But, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, guys. This thing's pretty sweet. It's a 4-valve. So let's get it out of the crate the rest of the way, and then we'll get some the front wheel on it, and we'll get some specs fired your way so you guys can know what this thing's all about. Boy, you're just jealous because I've been chatting online with babes all day. That's nice. You and I both know I got a new motorcycle. Alright, front wheel is free. That looks like. Pretty nice, actually. Tires are a brand I've never heard of before. CST. Actually, no, wait. I think I've heard of those. Radial 17-inch wheel. Setter there for now. I don't know how that comes apart. Is there a glove? Well, wow. Ah, I see. There's like some weird tab things holding it in. And I really would like to save this cage. For no good reason, of course, other than the fact that I'm a pure hoarder. And there's really good steel on this cage, and it comes with like a bunch of nice bolts. And it's obviously meant for a motorcycle, so I don't know. Let's try and get this off though. Let me just point out that I'm actually really impressed with the packaging. This thing's taking me a little longer than I thought to kind of get off. Most of the time when you watch videos of people taking these bikes out of these crates, they're like, you know, zip, 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 zap, done. Everything's off, you know, and then they have somebody off camera come over and lift it up, and then everything's fine, you know, and then they'll put a scratch in it, you know, for the content, all that stuff. But this thing's actually secured really well. I mean, look at that. They have the crossbar bolted to the frame of the bike, so you know it's not going anywhere. I'm scared though, not gonna lie. Well, I shouldn't be, because it's secured at the fork too. I mean, look at the axle. There's like a shipping axle or something that runs through there. So I was gonna say, I'm like, I hope I don't unbolt that and then this whole thing wants to come over on me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll lift the frame off first. Yeah, I should be able to do that. I'll lift the frame off first, and then I'll worry about this crossbar just to make sure. Well, actually, it's already detached. Oh, the bike's already a little wibbly wobbly. All right. Let's just keep moving here. Pump a couple quick little hats. Ugga is up in here. I like the hardware. The bolts are actually like finished nicely, which is hilarious to me. I don't know why. It's hilarious, but it's hilarious because they're just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like when it comes to like Chinese anything, for the most part, that isn't like designed in like a first world country, this stuff just gets to be so bad. But I don't know, man. A lot of people were pretty happy and impressed with these bikes. That was loud. So I'm going to go and get some hands really quick to help lift this cage off, and then we're going to go from there. I mean, look at how thick that sprocket is. Holy balls. It's already pre-greased, too. That's a really thick sprocket. Chain is as tight as a drill sergeant's rear end, but, I mean, that's not bad. Oh, okay. Don't scare me like that. All right, I'm going to go grab some hands really quick to get the top of this off, and we'll keep going. Should already be this. Careful. Coming this way. There we go. All right, go walk outside with it. This must be the key. Oh yeah, these are the keys right here. The keys are attached to the throttle tube.
What is this, a saran wrap?
I don't know. It's like shipping wrap.
Dear.
I know, I don't want to break it.
I know, I don't want to break it either.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh shit, I'm scared.
Obviously I don't want to use the knife, so I don't scratch anything. Oh, look at that. Look at that, like LED everything, basically. Oh, look at that. That's sweet. This thing looks pretty cool.
What about this seat?
Seats. Wow, that's long.
Ooh.
I think the seat almost has to be like unbolted or removed somehow in order to get it off.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I know, it's got that little rubber band in it. Yeah, I might have to unbolt the seat, however that comes off. Look at this. I like the taillight. It looks really neat. Oh, nice.
Hi, Lee.
I mean, it looks really cool. I see the battery terminals hanging out down here, so I'm assuming the battery's back behind this cover over here. You like that? Now look at the full, it's got a digital display up here. Hold on a second. Yeah, look at this. Full digital display. Pull that with the, but this thing's kind of beautiful. We'll remove all these warning stickers because, you know, we're not 12, so I know how to ride. But, I mean, this thing's neat. What do you think so far? You like it?
I like it.
Yeah?
It's neat. I like the strap.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I'm really impressed. Yeah, I'm excited to get it up on the wheel finally. Go ahead, rip it off. Yeah. You gonna do the fingernail thing on the fender like they'll do on the ASMR videos?
Oh, I can't even.
Where they're like, you know,
no.
oh, it's got a metal tank. Or, yeah, that's metal. Yeah, look at the freaking leather work. I'm actually really impressed. Like, this thing is freaking sweet. I could have got it in black, but I thought the gray looked a little better. So, it doesn't say Lifan anywhere.
Nutella chocolate sheet.
Nutella chocolate. So this is, whoa, look at this. It's got a USB plug-in over here. And the fairing. You can literally charge your phone off of this. And it's got a GPS mount. This thing, like that's just the one thing about these bikes is like a lot of people are really impressed, like locking gas cap and foldable, so you don't have to remove the gas cap to fill it. Like a lot of people are really impressed with like how loaded these bikes come now, like from China. And just a cute little dual output exhaust, but I mean it should be nice and quiet. So, well, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, I just figured out what this cover's for. So it actually is like it's like a cowl piece that bolts into the back here. There's a little stud there, and then there's a little tab here. I'm not going to attach it yet, but at some point, I'm going to probably bolt that on because I think that looks pretty sweet. I don't mind the full seat look like that, but I mean, I don't want this thing to get lost or damaged or something, so I'm just going to bolt it on. I think it'll look cool with it. And besides, like, there's no passenger pegs or anything on this anywhere anyway. So, I mean, thick rotors. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I'm not going to lie. It's got upside down forks. Maybe that's upside down. Maybe that's right side up. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. It's got plastic fenders, but I mean, what do you expect, you know? I mean, plastic is really common on bikes and stuff these days. I wonder what this knob is for. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, like I said, USB charging. It's got a toolkit thing on it too. So like, here's your key, and then it's got this like tool thing too. Like I said, if you want to go back and watch the Bikes and Beards video on this thing, I mean, he like talks a lot about this thing, but it's really cool to get a second perspective on it and just like see like what is it like for like a regular guy who doesn't do crazy big YouTube with cajillions of subscribers. You know, like what's a regular guy got to do to get his hands on one of these? And turns out it's really not that hard and it's really not that bad. And I'm relatively impressed with the process so far. So I think next step's going to be to get it on the front wheel, get it on the ground, and then we're going to crack open that box and see what we got. All right, so the next daunting task is going to be to figure out how to get it up off the crate without it tipping over. Because it's double secured. It's secured at 2 points in the front, technically, which is obviously through this sleeve on the axle bolt. And then in the back, it's not secured down at all. I mean, it was when I got it, obviously, but I took the cross brace out, as you guys saw. So now the back is technically free floating. So I don't 100% know how I'm going to do that other than put my kickstand down maybe. And then take a jack and go off of the stress part of the frame down here, the stress member of the front of the frame, and get the whole thing off the ground. So maybe I'll kind of do that and then kind of lift it up and go from there. Oh, that's one thing I kind of noticed is that the seat leather and this tank strap leather don't really match. I wonder how comfortable this is going to be. I'm really excited to get this thing on the ground and see how comfortable it's going to be. Oh yeah, all the horsepower. So I'm going to take this little floor jack, stick it in here. That way I'm not trying to lift it. I know in Bikes and Beards video, he basically laid some cardboard down and like laid it on its side. I am not doing that. And that's fine. I might, that'll be alright, I think. I'm just trying not to damage it because I don't 100% know if I'm going to hang on to this bike for a long period of time. So I don't want to damage anything. In case for some reason somebody's interested in buying it someday. Alright. I'm going to put a little tension on it. Okay. That seems alright. Now I'm going to get this axle nut off and then hopefully I can lift it up. This is the nerve-wracking part for sure. I think this is going to be the actual axle nut. So I'm going to have to hang on to that. Now this comes the fun part. Alright, so let's see if we can get this axle out without snapping something or tipping something over violently. I don't know if this is going to be the actual axle that is supposed to get used, but it appears to be like a giant cast iron bolt. So I'm kind of hoping that this isn't the axle that is supposed to get used. But I think if I remember on the Bikes and Beards video, if I remember correctly, I think that it comes with its own, like a separate axle bolt. And this is just for shipping only. I could be wrong. Oh, come on, get out of there, you little bugger. I have to try not to damage it. Oh, it's moving. Oh, that side just became free. Oh God. No going back now, fellas. Hoping that this jack is going to be enough to not tip it over. Oh, okay, it's out. I'm going to raise it up now, very carefully. Hopefully it's not secured anywhere else. There it goes. Alright. Getting caught on the kickstand over here. Okay, it's up in the air. It's not very sturdy, but it's in the air. All right. So, again, hoping that this doesn't fall. Let's now turn the bars. Wonder if I should try to like sneak some ratchet straps on it here somewhere. And just in case if it does try to go over, it'll hopefully get caught. So, normally I have a much better jack, but my Indian is up on the lift right now. Okay, I got it to a point of like somewhat decent stability. I just threw a ratchet strap down on this side. just to kind of hold it in place with the jack on it. It's still a little sketchy, but at least now I can potentially get that wheel squeezed in there. But I was kind of an idiot and I didn't open up this box first, and there could be some wheel components in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that opened up and let's see what's inside that. Okay, so I would imagine this has all the basic stuff in it, like mirrors and owner's manual. Yeah, so like these look like bearing pieces for the front wheel. So you got your owner's manual in here. I'll probably need these bearing pieces actually. Set those off to the side. Owner's manual. This is heavy. I wonder what's in here. Oh, the battery. I bet you the battery's in here. Yep. Cool. It comes fully with a battery. I don't know if it's charged. Hopefully it's charged. But we'll find out. Got your mirrors. I know that. Some other reflectors we probably won't be needing. So I think these reflectors go on the front. But kind of lame looking. Not going to lie. Ooh, toolkit. I think if I remember correctly in the video he did, everything you need to put the bike together is actually in here, which is kind of awesome. You know, most of the time they just kind of say, oh, thanks for buying our bike, and, you know, once it arrives at your house, you're on your own. But you get a battery, you get a tool pack, you get, I mean, everything a guy or a gal needs to get you going. What's this, though? Passenger footrests. Well, very, very cool and thoughtful, but we will not be needing these because I am not hauling a passenger. So probably leave these just packaged up, but we'll get the mirrors out. We'll leave these reflectors in here. We'll take the toolkit and we'll pull the battery, and I think that we'll call that good. So really, really awesome though that it comes with all this stuff. I mean, seriously, like, I don't know what people, I mean, what I think CF Moto is kind of driving the competition on these Chinese bikes a little bit, because you can actually get some halfway decent stuff these days, it seems like. All right, so this is going to be kind of how I'm going to have to do it. I didn't see an additional axle bolt in there, so I'm assuming the one that I pulled out right here, this cast one, is going to be what it's going to be. So this is what my axle is going to look like. And then the nut on the other side, which is a jam nut. I'm probably going to put some Loctite on that, because jam nuts are sometimes like a one-time use thing, it seems like. And they like to kind of they have the potential to loosen up. Okay. So it's got a brake pad separator piece of plastic, I'm assuming, for shipping. So then I got some hardware here. I gotta figure out where this all goes. I'm assuming the short one goes in here, and the long one goes in the other side. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah. There we go. I think that's right. Yeah, I was right about the spacers. Okay. Still kind of trying to just take it easy. Let me go grab some Loctite. Alright, gonna throw a skosh of this good stuff on here. Oops. Just in case. I read online that a lot of these Chinese bikes, if you're going to take anything apart, put anything together, check all your bolts, Loctite stuff. Some people like to make the joke that the Chinese don't believe in torque wrenches, which is hilarious to me. I don't know if it's true, but either way, we're going to protect ourselves and bolt this up correctly. Hope we can. So, give it a couple quick little ugga-duggas and not going to go too hog wild on it. A lot of people say, too, don't over-tighten stuff on Chinese bikes. So, just trying to pay attention. People have learned the hard way over a lot of years of, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Let's get this thing off the stand, shall we? Holy crap, the video does honestly just not do it justice. Okay. There we go. Put that up. See if we can get this out now. Whoop. This is going to be every bit of sketchy as actual F. Oh. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. Okay. Oh, brakes work. Brakes work good. That was a good test. First test for them. This thing is getting out of control for some reason. Why is it rolling? That's a cool feeling, isn't it? Golly, this thing looks so much cooler in person than I thought it would. I'm so impressed. I'm really happy with this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is freaking awesome. Everything that is not an oil spot from the bike that was there. But nonetheless, thank you for providing the opportunity. I'm one of the lucky 138 people, I think is how many said they were available. One of the lucky 138 people to get one of these. So I'm going to throw a battery in it quick, throw some gas in it, and let's see if we can get it to start. All right, so the battery just goes in this side over here on the left side of the bike. Zoom out a little bit there. This panel just comes off. It just comes off with a few of these Allens. These Allens are all different lengths, so you have to kind of pay attention to what's what. But I mean, it's a really basic setup here. You got some, real relay stack up over here. And then you have your starter solenoid. Looks like it's right here. This is like a battery strap right here. It's just held in by one bolt, and then it kind of wraps in, which is pretty neat. And then, yeah, this thing just kind of sits inside here like this, gets strapped in. And then they left all of these leads hanging out, so you knew the battery was back behind this cover. So really thoughtful. I mean, they were really thinking when they were like, hey, if we want people to set these bikes up, like how are they going to know where stuff goes? So, yeah, pretty impressed so far. Okay, just got the battery installed. That was pretty easy. Not too bad. Just pulled the keys off of the handlebars. So I'm going to see if this thing's got power quick. And then we'll throw some gas in it. I checked the oil. It does have oil in it. But I'm going to check it, see if I can find where to check it at. So I'm assuming that goes in there. Oh. No kidding. Yeah, she needs gas. But cool, it's got a full digital display. Look at that. That's sick. So, all right, cool. I'm going to throw some gas in it really quick just to give that fuel pump a little something to work with. And see if it fires up. All right, just threw some gas in it. I'm gonna put some air in the tires really quick. Everything is obviously not in freedom units, so I'm having to kind of use Google to calculate like the tire pressures and stuff like that. So it's basically saying 220 kPa in the front, 225 kPa in the rear, which translates to roughly about 32 psi in the front and about, I don't know, 35 to 36 in the rear. So I think as long as we have at least above 30 pounds in the bike, she should be fine. All right, tires are aired up, and it's got oil in it, and I put as much gas in it that I had. But one thing I wanted to point out that I thought was kind of interesting, I grabbed a regular Allen wrench or whatever to put this cover back on. But what's really cool is that it comes with two different keys. They both start the bike, but this one in particular has a little Allen on it, so you can actually use the key to remove your battery. So if you're on the go, really thoughtful, if you're on the go and your bike dies and you need to jump it, or you need to replace the battery in a store parking lot or something, your key literally has a little Allen on it. So I thought that was really interesting, because I was looking all over in the toolkit. I was like, where is this Allen wrench that's supposed to take care of it? But it only comes with one size, and it's kind of a big size. And then you get multiple double ends, open end wrenches. I'm assuming this is a spark plug removal dealio. And then you have a reversible screwdriver, which is also really neat. And this is like decent quality stuff too. Like you got a flat on one side, you got a Phillips on the other. And then they can just intermingle across the two, and it just goes neatly in this little pouch. I'm assuming this pouch goes like under the seat or something somewhere. I just have to figure that out yet. Probably read the manual before I dive too deep into this thing. But I mean, overall, everything's fitting really good and it's all in nice shape. But let's see if we can get it to start now. Okay, cool. So, God, this thing looks freaking sweet. Yeah, let's just jam it in there. I'm going to cycle the fuel pump couple of times just to make sure. It sounds like the same fuel pump in my Halcyon. I don't know, let's just try it. It's got oil in it. No shot. Got a cute little thing. Fired right up. Alright, we got the headlight. It's got a really quiet crank to it. Dang, Daniel. All LED lights too, mind you. Should have LED turns as well. Yeah, it's got LED turns. You got indicator on here. It's got a fuel gauge. What? I forgot too, this thing has ABS. Check the other indicators, make sure that all work. Yeah, LED everything, guys. That's pretty insane. Push the shutter down. You got 4 ways, so, you know. High beam, low beam. Working horn. Got a kill switch over here. Let's get a little heat in the motor and go from there, I guess. Well, guys, it is getting late. That is on the ground. Somewhat assembled. I probably got to wrap up a few things yet. Like I got to decide if I want to use the tail cone or not. And I got to put some mirrors on it as well to get it road legal. I got to get it registered. Just going to throw that in there. But, I mean, it fires up and it runs great. I mean, literally, like, I'm so astounded. You know, most of the time when you hear Chinese anything, people are like, oh boy, here we go. But I'm so impressed with this thing. It's not even funny. Now, can you tell? Nice. Can you tell that there are cheap components on here? Absolutely. I mean, one example is that this spindle axle bolt thing is cast. I don't really prefer that. I'd prefer obviously a machined one, but you get what you get. The back one is nice and beefy. You're obviously going to get a standard chain with it. I mean, there's going to be a lot of standard, really basic components on this thing. It's a $3,500 bike. But I mean, like, you know, the seat is halfway decent. Like, it's actually like a nice leather seat. You got leather on the tank. I mean, I'm going to take all these goofy warning logos off. And they kind of they wrecked the look of the top of the bike. I understand for government reasons, they gotta put them on there. So, but I mean, I'm impressed. I cannot wait to get this thing out on a ride. But that will have to be next video. I really would like to finish getting this thing shook down. I'm probably going to change the oil in it because I have no idea what's in it. And so I'm going to read the manual over, change the oil, just check a bunch of stuff, put the mirrors on it. I'll probably get this thing put up on the lift once the Scout's wheels go back on. And then once this thing goes up on the lift, I don't know. I mean, once it's off the lift, I guess we'll throw a helmet on and I'll take you guys along for a ride, and we will see how this thing shapes up. But Bikes and Beards, I'm impressed. Guys, I'm impressed. Good work. Scoring a deal with LifeM like that to produce and to offer us, honestly, a really affordable bike that seems legit. It seems legit. Yeah, I mean, one of the main reasons why I wanted to try this was because I always wanted a cafe bike. And I've always wanted to try a Chinese bike. But I never really wanted to quite cough up the money on it. And as soon as he announced that they were going to be selling these things at $3,500, delivered, mind you, I was like, you know what? I can't pass that up. I think I'm going to take the opportunity and do it. And if you guys don't know anything about these bikes, like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the description for Bikes and Beards channel on where he talks about these. So like I said, guys, stay tuned to the next video. We're going to go ahead and get this thing all dialed in the rest of the way, but it's out of its packaging. So wasn't actually a bad setup. It was a little sketchy getting the front wheel on, and I'd imagine that for someone who doesn't own a jack, that'd probably be a little bit of a weird process, but you know, there's other ways around it. I mean, like I said, you could, you know, there's other ways around it, I'm sure. So, but yeah, no, stay tuned for the next video on this guy. We'll get something going. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more information and content on this bike. And we'll see how long she stays in the stables with the other bikes, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. See ya.